Okay, so 6th of June today, and I'm gonna. For those who watch my other channel, you'll have seen some of these already. But I last week went on holiday to Blackpool, Liverpool, and Southport, and that had a nice 4 days away there, and I got some things while I was away. God, they always cover up his. It keeps sliding down onto his eyes. Pulling it back a bit. There we go. There we go. Yeah, on his eyes. There we go. So this is the Wallace & Gromit Thrill-O-Matic exclusive Gromit plush, which has his pilot's hat and goggles. This is available, you know, without it as well. I think, yeah, it is stitched to it. It is stitched to it there, just about there. But I think the goggles might be removable. No, they are stitched to it there. Are the goggles meant to go around his eyes, or are they meant to go up here? I'm not sure. I'm honestly not sure, because the ones in the store, like, a lot of them were basically all over the place. So, yeah, I'm not sure if those are meant to go around his eyes or whether they are meant to remain up there. I don't know, but I do like it. This was $15.95. And, yeah, it's probably the best value thing there, to be honest. And he is fairly large. And that he's not massive, but he is a larger type plush. No, he can't quite sit on my shoulder. He does have a sort of a beanbag backside, so he's weighted down a bit there. And that, but yeah, I really do like him. The same gift shop, I got this, which is a mini Gromit keyring. This was $6.95. There he is. I wouldn't actually recommend putting this on your actual keys unless you want it to get destroyed. But I'll probably hang him up. Actually, I could probably hang him up on there. Yeah, I've just found his new home. Just gonna look him onto there. There we go. There we go, his new home. That's good. Next thing I got was this, which is the Wilkie Dalek from Eagle Moss, which is a company that no longer exists. Now, I'll take it out of the box. I've taken it out of the box before, and that, I've put it back. I've stuck the tape back down, and that, but I did open it earlier, but, this is my second one of these, because this one has a little bit of damage just there, but, yeah. How much was he again? Was he about a tenner? Something like that. I can't remember, but yeah, I wanted a second one of them to basically open up. I'll put him to one side. Then when I went to Southport, from CEX in Southport, I got this, which is the first Saw film on 4K Blu-ray, only £8, which, yeah, it's the cheapest I've ever seen it. Now, you could buy this on the website, but you then have to pay delivery, and I think the delivery is either £2.50 or it might be £3. And CEX does it really weird, where rather than just adding up, you know, just having, you know, the postage max out at a certain amount, no, you have to pay that for each item you buy. Even if they're from the same CEX, and that, they're basically, it just keeps adding up, it doesn't get capped at any point, so yeah, that's why I never bought it from the website. And the reason I was holding off buying Saw 1 and also Saw 10 on 4K Blu-ray, I don't have Saw 10 on 4K Blu-ray at the time of recording this, is basically because, was it Germany or Italy? I can't remember, it was one of the two, announced that they were doing 4K transfers of Saws 2 through 7. And they were going to get 4K Blu-ray releases. That was over a year ago now, and I'm not saying it's not going to happen. It most likely will, particularly horror films as well, and also the fact that we've had the first film and that done. Yeah. But I have seen this on 4K Blu-ray already, because someone sent me a rip of it, and that. But with this one, you know, this should be better. And this, does this have Dolby Vision? Yes, it does. So yeah, this will be even better quality. You can see the 2 discs in there nicely, and as far as I'm aware, yeah, this did have new special features. I think a couple of new that were on the 4K disc, which yeah is interesting with this one because it's one of the few 4K Blu-rays where the 4K disc and the Blu-ray disc have separate special features. So yeah, but currently this is the only Saw film I own physically, and that's because the reason I was waiting is because there was talks about them doing a box set and that, and they still might, and if they do, I might sell this one. I don't know, but still looks a good one for the 4K collection, and that. So yeah, who knows? By the time this video goes out, hey, it probably gets announced. Hey, Saw 2 through 7 get 4K releases, and that whether they get released in a box set or individually. Could go either way, to be honest. If it would be a box set, it would be a bloody expensive one, though. And yeah, the last thing I got when I was away was this. This I got from Forbidden Planet in Liverpool, which is the mini Tails tub. Which this thing, and those who have seen the Ashrings video on this will know this as well. Despite being a rubber, like a rubber duck, it's not suitable for water. Basically, this is not a rubber duck. This is not a bath toy. Do not submerge it. I mean, I don't know how true that is. Maybe the paint will peel off, or maybe it's just because it's top heavy. I don't know. I do quite like this though. It's better than Funko Pops. It's much better. I've never actually opened it, so we'll do that now. I will be keeping the box. So it is just a bit of plastic there. It does have that rubber duck smell, though it is, unlike an actual rubber duck, it doesn't flex at all. It's very solid. But it is completely hollow inside, but there he is. There he is, and you know what? I really do like this. I just think it's a bit odd, and I think this is one of the ones that does work better. Because some work better than others, but this one is definitely a one that definitely works better. Let's see if I can take a picture of this. There we go. So, yeah, he was $6.99, as I said. Or did I say that? I can't remember. Which, yeah, the larger one, I've never seen the larger one in person. I've seen it online, but I've never seen it at a shop. To be honest, tempted to pick up the larger one, and that. But yeah, for the mini one, $6.99. Cannot really argue with that price. Oh, and just show you, it does have feet and it says Sonic, so you can have it like this if you want. Though I quite like it like this because that lid just keeps the lid and keeps it all together quite nicely, and that in a nice little display box. So yay. Now for stuff I've actually been buying. So I picked this up from my local Asda the other day for £8, which is the Jada Mystery Machine. I do have the larger version of this, but this is the smaller one. And yeah, it's something I've seen it before many times, and I saw it in my local Asda a couple of weeks ago. And I kind of went, I don't know, I've got the bigger one and that, so just like, But the other day, you know, I was in Asda and I thought, you know what, it would be nice to get that Scooby-Doo one, and I think I'd regret not getting it. And I couldn't find it initially. I thought, oh, disappointed I missed out on that one. Because this one seems to be one of the slightly harder ones to find. And literally, I was about to go, and then I saw it on the shelf. Someone just randomly put it on a different shelf on its own. So yeah, I picked it up. But yeah, the thing is though, Asda seems to be the only place that is actually selling these really, like, you know, for a decent price here in the UK. I don't know why. At least the smaller ones. The bigger ones, a couple of other retailers have that, but the smaller ones seems to really only be Asda. Now, the problem is these come in a selection box of 6, and it can be 6. It's meant to be 6 random ones, and Asda normally gets 2 in at a time. The problem is the most common one I keep seeing is the Jeep from Jurassic Park. Like, no joke, I've been to 2 Asdas where they've had 2 brand new boxes of these are the Hollywood's Rider range, and literally both boxes are just Jurassic Park Jeeps. I don't know why. I really don't know why. I also bought another one of these, which is the Back to the Future 2. Which is this one here, which I wanted one to actually open. Now, did I call this Mr. Ferguson, or did I actually call it Mr. Fusion in a previous video? I can't remember. But yeah, this is a die-cast metal. Oh, this one has a problem. You see that? There it is. This piece keeps coming off the door. Yeah. What I might do is, because it does just kind of clip on there, it slides on there. There we go. I might add a dab of glue onto it just to, you know, really sort of seal it on there. But yeah, it doesn't want to stay on. It really doesn't. I've clipped it back on there several times, but it just doesn't want to stay. No, it just doesn't want to stay on there. I think what I'll do is I'll get a dab of glue and put a bit of glue onto it, and that to get that bit to stay in. But yeah, for £8, which are on sale at the minute, really nice. Can we get focus on that? If I put it into manual focus, it probably will be able to focus. But yeah, for the smaller one, I do quite like it. Now, speaking of DeLoreans, I had an update on this one from Jada. So, this one I bought off eBay, and I think it cost me £12 total, which is a really good price for one of these and that. Now this is the older one, because the ones that they currently do have lights in them, but both of the wheels were broken off, which I have here. And also, the Mr. Fusion was broken off, and also one of the exhausts was also broken off as well. So, yeah, I got in contact with the eBay seller, and they sent me some really weird messages, initially. They asked me to take pictures of this, even though I'd already sent them pictures of it, and also pictures of the box that it was sent in, so they could then send them to the post office or something, I don't know. Actually, you know what, I'll get the messages out, I'll read them out because they were bloody odd. Here we go. Right. So they sent me a really long message here. So, that would be the case. The wheels were attached to the car when it was dispatched. Please send me 2 photos of each side. Even though this was the picture I sent, which showed that the wheels were broken off. And I also sent a picture of the wheels as well. But anyway, please send me a picture of each side of the car, front and rear. Photo of the car. I need a description of how you found the wheels in the box. Was there any signs of the box had been previously opened? This is so I can assess the issue, thus make a decision accordingly. Thank you for reaching out. Let's see how I can get this sorted for you. That is just really bizarre. So I sent the 3 pictures. And then they said, you can see it's broken English, this. You have requested a return on the item. Please return the item to that address. Can you confirm you will send it via Every so I can send you a code for the label? Now what you're supposed to do on eBay is send the postage label via eBay. And yeah, I've known enough times on eBay to basically, if someone says, oh, I'll send you a code, or oh, I'll give you the postage afterwards. No. Like, I wanted it done through eBay. I didn't care if it was Every, Royal Mail, or anything. So I said, if you send me the postage label via eBay, I will post it for you on Friday, because I was away at the time. And then he asked me, are you going to post it via Every? And I messaged him saying, whatever postage label you send is what I'll post it. He said, okay, everything, okay, I'll order one for you this evening and send you the code for the label is printed off in the Every store machine. Then the next day, he apparently changed his mind and said, I have issued you a refund. You don't have to return the item. Let me know if you would like to cancel your return on this. Even though, I then messaged him saying, since you've sent us a refund, the cancellation is done, so whatever. So yeah, basically he gave me this, I got this for free in the end, is what I'm trying to say. Which, for free, yeah, I'm very happy with it, and that for free. I will glue the wheels back on at some point. I need to get some glue for that. And I'm going to see if I can source maybe a 3D printed part for the Mr. Fusion there. There's a little one. That won't fit. And a new exhaust for it, hopefully, maybe. Or maybe find some parts here and there. I think the reason why is because he probably realised that... because this thing, basically, you know, it was £12 including the delivery. This thing is quite heavy. It is not like, it is made, you know, of metal mostly. So it is quite weighty and it's not that small either. So I think he probably realised that, you know, he'd be making a considerable loss. He'd basically have to, I imagine the postage for that would probably be £4 something. Probably £4.70 or something like that. So I'm guessing he probably had a look on Every or whatever and tried to determine the price and decided it wasn't worth it for that reason. That's the only reason I can think of. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, that's the only reason I can think of. I'm gonna have a drink. That's better. So yeah. So I'm happy in the end because it was causing me a bit confusing, really. Plus, this was when I was away, because this literally came the day before I went away on holiday for Blackpool and that, so it wasn't something I was really wanting to be dealing with, but thankfully that is over. Right. When I was at a different Asda yesterday, I saw this. Now, I haven't really been buying the Funko Snaps, but one of the ones that I was considering getting for a while is the Helpy one. Because the Helpy one actually, you know, because we'll never really get a 5-inch figure of Helpy, but the shape of him actually does, you know, matches on his in-game, I should say, sorry, counterpart. The problem is these things have been retailing for £10 each, which, you know, bit expensive. The thing is, when these first came out initially, for the first month that these came out in the UK, they retailed for £6.99, and I thought, yeah, that's a decent price for this. But then I think Funko realised their mistake and they almost immediately went up to $9.99 each. In some cases, and I was just like, yeah, no, not $9.99. But Asda had this reduced for £6, and this was the only one on the Helpy that they had. And for £6, yeah, I'm happy with that. You can see his happy face and that down there as well. So, yeah. Now, there is word that Funko, this is the last year Funko will have the FNAF license. That they are basically stopping the line, which I'm not surprised about. I'm not surprised. To be honest, well, I'm partly surprised and partly not, because at one point, I don't know if it was last year or 2022, FNAF merchandise was Funko's #1 selling brand. I think it made up something like 10% of all the company's sales or something, which is massive, you know, for Funko. Or it might have even been closer to 20, I don't know. But now, less so. Plus, they really just, after the first few waves, they kind of just decided, oh, let's just re-release the same figures over, like, let's just re-release Wave 1 over and over again in different colours. Like, they kind of just gave up after Wave 1. And ironically, when they could have re-released Wave 1 with some slight, you know, tweaks or colour changes, like the eyes, for example, the FNAF movie. Oh, easy. Re-release that Wave 1, do some repaints, you know, make Bonnie blue instead of purple. Change the colour of the eyes to either, you know, yellow or red or whatever you want to do with them. Boom. Dead easy. But they didn't do that. They didn't do that for whatever reason, so... Yeah, I can't remember who's meant to be taking the license. Well, it's not a company I would like, particularly. I mean, ideally, I would say probably the company that arguably would be much better suited to it is Jakks Pacific. I'd say they would be much better suited to that because, you know, look at the Mario line, look at the Sonic line. They clearly know what they're doing with stuff like that. But, yeah, or if you were going to go into the higher end market, someone like, I don't know, NECA or something like that. Oh well. Anyway, I think these are the last things to do. I was in B&M the other day. I say the other day, yesterday. I noticed these. Now, I already know what one of them is. And the reason is someone had been in there before me and had opened, I think, 5 or 6 of the boxes. And that. So, you know, I decided, because I saw that the tape was already put, so I decided to have a look to see if I could find a Tails figure, which is the one I wanted the most, and lo and behold, I did. I don't know what this one is, though. I deliberately picked a one that was properly sealed, so I don't know what that one is. But there we go. Classic Tails. He's in a bag. I don't know why he's in a bag, because he's inside a box as well. Can we get him out? Hey, there we go. Quite a nice metallic box, yeah. There's gold variants, which are rare. And 1 and 54, and then there's the rare glow-in-the-dark variants. This one I think is a standard. Thing is, out of this 5 or 6 that he'd opened, he or she had opened... Oh, I've just put this around my finger, I can't get it off. There we go. 4 of them were Amy, and 1 of them was Knuckles, and then finally there was a Tails, so yeah. So this is classic Tails, and yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good, I quite like it. Just gonna put him. Hang on, is he meant to? Backpack hanger. Okay, so you're meant to put this on a back. I see. Okay, I thought. Oh. How are you meant to get this bit open? Like, I can see the line there, but I don't think. How's this meant to come out? I think this one's being mismanufactured, actually, because the loop won't come apart. There. It won't come apart. You can see there where it's meant to. There's a line going across it, but it won't come apart. It's just one fixed loop. That's interesting. Now let's see what the other one is. These are really, like, the tape that they use on here is bloody strong. Oh, God. I do. These are, by the way, these were $4.99 each in B&M. Come on. My God, it doesn't want to come away, does it? Oh, God. Wait a minute, I've got a knife here. What am I doing? There we go. Oh, we got Knuckles in the other one. Classic Knuckles. Let's cut. Now that I've got a knife with me, let's cut that bag open. Oh. There we go. Hooray. Now with this one. No, this one's the same. How are they meant to... Ah, there we go. That one came apart. Let's try with Tails. Now that feels like it's going to break. Now that one, I think this one hasn't come out of the moulding properly, where it's basically not coming apart, whereas the Knuckles one is. So yeah, the Knuckles one comes apart like that. So you can essentially, you know, clip it onto things. It's quite a strong clip. So yeah, you can put that on a bag or something like that. Would I put it onto a bag? My bag? No, I want to keep these nice, so I'm going to put them back in the box. Yeah. I would hang them up, possibly, maybe at some point, but I haven't got really any room. Not a bad thing for $4.99. Not a bad thing, though it is worth pointing out at B&M currently, the 2.5-inch Sonic figures are $3.99 at the minute, but they've had the same weaving for God knows how long, so bear that in mind. So yeah, my God, this has been going on its own for so long now. So this essentially is its own items to unbox. So yeah, there we go, people. There we go. And a one in just one take. So this will be easy. I won't need to edit any of this one. So hooray!